Okay, hi, fertile people. You can move a little bit closer to me like you like me. We're here today doing this particular video because it is Father's Day. And so we already recorded a video, so I feel like I'm repeating everything I just said, but I am. Today is a hard day for people like me. This was my first Father's Day without my dad this year. So, but I think what we don't think about, I say that fertility is not something that really is discussed very often, but I think even more so is the male perspective of infertility. So we're going to play a game with Nico where I ask him a bunch of questions and he answers me because he doesn't know what to say. So we're going to play that game right now. And are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, explain your Amish beard.
The beard, I'm a Blackhawks fan. It started off as a hockey playoff beard. And unfortunately, when the Blackhawks lost in the second round to St. Louis, I decided that I was going to make it a baby beard. And it means no trimming, no shaving, except for the mustache because she hates mustaches.
I don't hate mustaches. Tom Selleck is beautiful. I think that you look funky with one.
That and they're prickly. So until we are pregnant, confirmed pregnant, I am not going to be shaving or trimming my beard.
So that needs to happen soon because have you seen this? Anyway. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
Okay, stop. It freaks me out.
All right.
Okay, so what is it like to be married to somebody who is infertile, thus making you infertile?
It's difficult because the emotions that she has on a daily basis, I don't necessarily have all the same emotions. I think it's hard for me to understand sometimes what she's going through, and it's hard to know what to say. If I should even say anything, it's sometimes for comfort or support. Um, just reminding her every day that I'm a positive influence.
Yeah, okay, so that for those of you who don't know us, which there's a few of you, honestly, after that first video, I've got people from South Africa like, hey, I loved your video. I think that what you're doing is amazing. So that's awesome. But for those of you who don't know Nick and I as a couple or even individually, Nick is like the sunshine to my rain cloud. He's like the life to my death. Like I am 100% Capricorn. I'm so realistic that I'm actually like insanely pessimistic and he's insanely optimistic, and sometimes that drives me crazy because like in our case we're infertile for 3 years and I'm sitting here sobbing and he's like, it's gonna happen, we're good, we've got this, and I'm like, what are you talking about? They said I can't get pregnant on my own. He's like, no, I think we're gonna be okay. Like, he's so optimistic and I'm so like, it's never gonna happen, I might as well just curl up and die and you're gonna leave me for somebody else. I have to explain that from my first video. I was very like, I do get sad. It's scary, like the thought of like, because Nick says like he doesn't know exactly what I'm going through, but this is a man who wants children. Like I knew that before we got engaged. I knew that when I met him. Like he's like ready to be a dad. He loves kids. So knowing how badly he wants them and that his desire to have children is probably on par with my desire, it makes me think like, would he leave me? He has never said anything that makes me feel that way. It's just my own insecurities in my head. But it is something. Do you feel like you would ever resent me in the future? See, but and I said this before, he says that, but I feel like anybody would say that to me. Like that's my negativity in my head. Like I feel like anybody would say that to me because I have crazy mood swings. So like, would you want to tell me like, oh, I might leave you in the future, or I might resent you one day? Like, no, you wouldn't want to say that. Anyway, so okay, here's a good one, and I've never even asked you this before. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how I'm like insanely jealous.
Mm-hmm.
So like people who are infertile, I hope. I mean, if it's just me, I'm gonna feel so like a terrible person. But like I get insanely jealous. Like it didn't start out that way. Like the first, I think probably like at the 2 year mark of us trying, like it really hit me where like anytime anybody got pregnant, I would like have this like I almost wanted to puke because I was so jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Like um because I'm not afraid of hard work. So like anything I've ever like wanted in my life, even like now, like you know, instead of buying a huge home, we bought a townhome. But like I'm not jealous of people with huge homes because I'm like, oh, I'll get there one day. Like I believe in myself, you know, I could accomplish things. But like with this, with infertility, like I can't work 3 jobs to buy myself a baby. I mean, like I just it's not how it works. So like I'm like insanely jealous sometimes, and it actually like makes me feel like inside like I'm a horrible person. So I hope that's normal. Do you ever feel like jealous like when you see your friends with like their kids, or like do you like today Father's Day, like looking through Facebook, do you feel jealous or do you not feel the way?
I wouldn't say jealous. Um, hopeful is more the words that I would say. Like I'm hopeful
Hey baby.
that one day I will get that happiness. You know what I mean?
Well, look at Squin, she loves you.
She's a good girl. So I mean, jealous? No, I wouldn't say I'm jealous. I'm happy for all of my friends and the
I mean, you
families
can
that
be
they've
happy
had.
for somebody and still be jealous, like envious, like oh, that's the life I want, man.
No,
No,
because everybody's lives are different, and I don't want their life. I want my life.
Daddy thinks that mommy's crazy.
No, I didn't say that. I don't think you're crazy.
I might be.
What
Well,
else you got?
I definitely am. Okay, so what is it like to watch me be infertile?
Um, it's I'm gonna say this word a lot. It's hard. You know, like knowing that there is absolutely nothing that I can do.
The dog just burped on camera. She burped.
knowing that there's absolutely nothing that I can do to help the situation or make the situation better is probably the hardest part. Because like no matter what, no matter what Kella's going through in life, like I'm the type of person that I want to help. I want to do something to make it better.
You're a fixer.
Yeah. Not that she has anything to fix, but
Oh, I got some fixing to do.
I just,
I
just wish that there was something that I could do to help.
Yeah. Well, I think I would feel that way too if you were the problem, but you're not the problem. I'm the problem. And that's the thing with infertility. It's like, so this is for heterosexual couples only, because if you're same sex couple, you're going to have to, if you want to have biological children, you're going to have to seek help. But for same sex couples, there's like so many different levels of infertility. You could be, you know, like in our case, it's me. There could be male factor infertility. It could be both. Some couples have unexplained infertility, which I think is like probably got to be the most frustrating.
Have you told anybody why you're infertile? Why you're infertile? The reason?
Maybe PCOS.
Yeah.
We'll do that in a different video.
Okay.
Because there's all kinds of things that like I, as a kid, like that were like warning signs that like me and my mom and like, you know, even like doctors back then, like I think they didn't understand. We always knew there was something different about me as far as like my cycles. But anyway, um, but with that, like there's so many different kinds of and ways to be infertile. But like when you're a couple, one person's infertility makes you an infertile couple. So that's the case with us. But like for me, the hardest day ever, and it was probably like one of your proudest moments, was like the day that you got tested.
I remember.
I seriously lost my mind because I knew there was nothing wrong with him. I knew it was just me. And I know that this probably, especially if you're a couple who's dealing with infertility from both sides, I mean, it's going to seem irrational. that I was so upset that there was nothing wrong with him, but like I felt like the weight of the world on my shoulders. Like it came down all at once. Like as soon as they said there's nothing wrong with him, like I lost my mind because I just knew like if we didn't have children, it was going to be my fault. And I mean, that leads into like a lot of things that like people have said that's like really insensitive things. Like people have told me like you're robbing your husband of fatherhood.
Who told you
I don't want to talk about it.
that? Okay.
Especially when I was like really hesitant to do IVF at first. People would say things like that to me. And that was, I mean, so that was really hard for me. What was it like for you? Were you like really excited there was something wrong with you, or did you want to be there with me in solidarity?
And I wasn't necessarily excited. I mean, it was.
Probably really.
I was relieved that, like, at least we had that one thing going for us. Like, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. Like, I'm just saying, like, if that were an issue too, it would make it that much harder.
I know that.
You know.
For me though, like it was just, it felt like.
I know. I remember.
It was so bad.
It was a bad day. Very bad day.
What do you wish people could know about infertility? If there was like one thing you could tell somebody.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Dude, and if you're infertile, come find us. We need friends.
Yeah.
Seriously, because you know what? We're not alone, but no one freaking talks about it. So we're surrounded by people with babies and baby bumps, and
we love you.
we love all of you. We love those little guys.
Yeah, we love the babies. We love the
but
baby
like, I want
bumps.
to hang out with somebody who's like, oh, another pregnant girl. Like that feeling. I feel like we could be like sisters. Like I like that feeling. And trying to explain it, and that's why we're doing this again. Like this isn't like, oh, look at us, give us sympathy. This is like, hey, let's talk about it, because we like somebody in the future is going to see this video perhaps, and then they're not going to have to feel alone like the way I felt alone, and probably Nick's felt alone. Like Nick, I can't speak for you, but like infertility is lonely. So like, right, man?
I'm not one to share things by speaking. Usually, I don't share my emotions or my
This
feelings.
is a wrong video for you to say that.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's.
Oh, you mean like you're not making friends about being infertile because you don't talk about it?
Right.
See, people like him is the problem. We gotta talk about it, because oh my god, it's so bad. So
if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah. Look at him with his Amish beard.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. This is half of an infertile couple. Stunning. All right, so tomorrow is day 1 of Menopur, and
I don't know the names. You want me to get the box?
This is kind of worrisome that I don't know the names of my medicines.
You want me to get the box?
Oh, Menopur and Gonal F. They're both subcutaneous injections. So thank God, no intramusculars yet, because that's like I'm so scared.
Needles.
Oh my god! And they have to go in my butt, and they're so long and thick. Like oh my, that sounds so bad. But like these needles are insane, and like oh my god, I'm so scared. But anyway, these ones in my tummy, I'm not really worried about. I've got myself some. Hey, grab that bag. Check it out. I got some Little Mermaid Band-Aids. I got some gauze pads. I'm ready to bleed. We didn't save 50 cents.
No. Oops. So no, that's on triple antibiotic ointment.
Oh. As you can see, we didn't prepare for this video at all.
No, we're just
this is real life.
Swinging from the hip.
Yeah. I'm not crying this time, so thumbs up to me. Anything else you want to say, buddy?
No. Just stay tuned for more.
Stay tuned for more. and you get to watch me stab myself.
And please comment and share. Please.
Yeah, share this video. Let people know.
Share it to the world.
Wouldn't we have the cutest babies? Look at and that's it. And the fishy lips. We just have, like, we're so ready. Like, he was just saying, like, he's like, I can't wait for you to wake me up in the middle of the night and say, like, I'm craving this. But, like, oh my God, some of my friends and family, you all know, this kid talks in his sleep. He is the crankiest person. Like, if I breathe,
if you're on Facebook, search #HusbandSleepTalk.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's hilarious. He says some scary stuff. But, like, if I breathe wrong, or, like, if I move a little bit, like, what are you doing? Why are you waking me up? I'm trying to sleep. It's awful. And, like, he'll start, like, pounding his fists into the bed, like, and I'm like, you are crazy if you think I'm going to wake you up.
I guess one time, when I sleep.
Like, if I'm hungry for something when I'm pregnant, I will go get it myself, or I will call my mommy. That is what she is for. Get ready, Mare. All right. So we're still so far on track for embryo transfer on July 6th. So keep us in your prayers. If we could pray for you, please. I mean, like, rain blessings down upon us.
Please.
If you got some holy oil, throw it on me. I already got my holy water. I've got, like, but we could always use more prayer. And
where's the sign you bought today?
Oh, you want to see my sign?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what your purse is.
I don't know what it is either, but it says, when God enters, miracles happen. So that's what I'm praying for. We need some miracles, and we're ready for them, and we got our arms out. And I've been crocheting like a maniac, so the dogs at the shelter are going to have some really snuggly blankets if I don't get a baby soon. So, all right, that's it, right? Happy Father's Day to all of you fathers. For you people like me out there, if you don't have your dad with you, this Father's Day, I'm, praying for you and sending you love and hugs, because I found out today firsthand that it is a killer. It is today was not a happy day. No. So we're hoping next Father's Day, this guy's got a baby and a nice shaped face. All right. Bye, fertile people. Bye, guys.